3 and 9, and it says, "And being found in him, not having mine own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Hamashiach, the righteousness which is of the Most High by faith." So we can go right back.
It's in Matthew 5 and 22. It says, "But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire."
Let's read that again.
It says, "But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment."
Yeah, because that's the spirit of Cain. You know, you don't want that evil spirit of Cain. You know, you hate your brother in your heart, and there's no reason why you simply hate him. You just, man, I just something about that brother, man. You know, nah, man, we can't have that among us. All right, that's hate, man. That's against the law. You're not supposed to hate your brothers, man.
Yeah, like you said at the beginning of this chapter, Yahawashi was talking about this amongst his disciples. You know, this in these days it's talking about the brothers that's amongst the ministry.
Exactly.
You know, they ain't talking about don't hate a 2/3.
Right.
You know, but your brothers within this ministry that do this work. That's sincere.
A lot of jakes ain't gonna be, when they come in, they're not gonna be ready to just be judged at the highest level. You gotta give them some mercy time.
Yeah, like Apostle Paul had told
Grace period.
he told the Romans to stay away from certain blood and
meat offered unto idols.
Meat offering, certain things like a starter kit.
Yeah, basically,
You know,
so they get built up.
so they get built up.
Right. Exactly.
Go ahead.
"And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. Or whosoever..."
And I believe that word rakab, which a brother could look it up, but I believe it means basically when you say that a brother is worthless, you know, he's he's good for nothing. And it's like, why are you telling him you trying to tear a brother down or build him up? You know? Basically you're offending the little one.
Them that are without. And them that are without, that's trying to get it.
Yeah.
Not just them that don't, that Charleston White type jakes. No, I ain't got time for that. They ain't getting no money, ain't getting no pussy, they ain't getting no. What good are they doing? You know?
Right.
The brothers seeking that just don't understand yet. You know? You don't push them away. You get rid of them. You have the word or you
What is the word?
it is worthless, it's empty. It's all worthless.
The word there for Rakah, it says Rakah, empty, i.e. a senseless, empty-headed man, a term of reproach used among the Jews in the time of Hamashiach.
Yeah. Now, just like when Michael, she called David, she called him, she called him a vain dude because he was in the spirit of joy when he was, dancing. They got the ark into the city. They brought the ark of the covenant back. So he's feeling himself. And then she come and tell him that you acting like a vain ass dude. So she insulted that man.
The king.
The king.
The one that I was chosen over your father.
Yeah. Yeah.
But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
In other words, before you think you about to go and make a sacrifice to the Most High, if you got an alt with a brother, if there's something going on, you better rectify that first. Or the Lord won't accept your sacrifice.
Make it right with that brother.
Make it right with that brother. And we do that normally around the time of the Passover. Before we keep the Passover, we're making sure none of that leaven is in the house. No, brothers got bad energy. There's any problems, any little quarrel, little beef. No, patch that shit up quick. You know? Sweep from, you better sweep around your house before you try to go to the other house to try to sweep around it. Go ahead.
1 John 4:20. If a man say, I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love the Most High, whom he hath not seen?
Perfect.
The brother used this, I think I was in Georgia, the brother was like, how do you say it? He said, and Yahawashi is a piece of Yahawashi in all of us. So that's why it said, you done it unto Yahawashi. How we do it to you, Yahawashi? You done it to these little ones.
Exactly.
You done it to the fellow believers. So if that piece is in us, you're doing it straight to him. It's the same way. So you got to be really mindful about how you talk to brothers and how you conduct yourself around them. Because Yahawashi and the angels are watching for sure. Yahawashi.
Yeah, the Lord died for that man.
Right.
That man that you offended, he died for him.
Same way if you give a prophet a cup of water,
Exactly.
Good unto
it's
it.
like you did doing it unto Yahawashi. The same way it's within.
Exactly.
Just this last part, it says, and this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth the Most High love his brother also. Back to Matthew 5, verse 25, it says, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officers, and thou be cast into prison.
That's what IUIC just did to ISUBK. They delivered him to the judge. You know, even though they didn't arrest him, but still, it could have went sideways. It could have went left, and they could have, really apprehended them and pressed charges or whatever. You know, but it said agree with your adversary quickly. And Yahawashi was speaking to his disciples, preparing them for the tribulation that they would have to go through. Because all the disciples, which eventually became apostles, got put to death, except for John the Revelator. All of them got, whether it was filleted, crucified, that was their lot during that time. And it wasn't nothing they could do about it. They couldn't run from that, they couldn't fight against, even though Peter got carnal and cut off Malchus' ear, but they knew that, but Yahawashi was building them up for that time of tribulation, Go ahead, bro.
Like in Matthew 5 and 26, verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her, hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
And
it's
that's, a lot of people read that, like the Christians, and even certain Israelites, and think that you're not supposed to look at no woman. But that's not what that's talking about. You're not supposed to gaze upon another man's wife with intentions behind it. If you're already making it up in your mind when you look at another brother's wife, it's like you already done it, because your mind is telling you to do it. So it's best to just not even look at her. But that's what that's talking about. I ain't saying if you see a beautiful woman, you don't look at her. Now, if she's happen to be walking with a dude, you might look a little bit because she's in your face. But then you be like, all right, let me,
But then, what it is, the spirit tells you, okay, she's with a man. That's it.
That's it. You turn away.
Yeah.
Leave it alone, man. Go ahead.
Verse 29, and if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. For it is profitable For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
Is the Lord speaking literally there? No. If something is causing you to offend and is hindering your way to salvation, you might want to cut that out. Whatever demon it may be, rebuke that demon. So you have a better chance, and your view, your way to salvation, the way to salvation, the view of it isn't obstructed. It could be obstructed through certain temptations. There's certain things that's in the way. Whatever it may be, it could be a money demon. It could be a lust demon. That's why he was just talking about a married woman. That can get in the way of your salvation if you ain't careful. Family. Go ahead.
Quick precept.
Yep.
Matthew 6:22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
That's why you pluck it out. Whatever that thing is, that's not keeping you focused. Keep your eyes single on the eyes on the prize. Okay? The main goal is salvation. Everything else can be given away and be gotten back. You got a great example of Job with that. You go back.
If any of y'all brothers need something to drink,
Yeah, and all that. You good?
Back in Matthew 5:31, it hath been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced, committeth adultery.
all right, let me ask you, read that again. I'm gonna ask y'all what does this mean? Read it again.
But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced, committeth adultery.
What does that mean? What is he saying? Speak a little louder.
You want to read it again?
Yeah.
It says, but I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, meaning except for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery.
So we'll stop there. What is fornication? Which is what? Which is what? Adultery, right? So that's the only way you can divorce a woman is if she commits adultery. Other than that, you're not supposed to put her away. If you put her away outside of that fact,
You cause her.
you're going to cause her to commit adultery. If you cause her to commit adultery, you committed adultery against her. That's what that means.
A woman can't divorce a man, though.
No, she can't divorce a man. She's bound by the law to her husband as long as he lives. Now, you, on the other hand, you could have an extra wife, another woman, as long as she's not married or promised to another man.
And that's why I said, when you read the second verse again, it said, because when you put her away, you divorce her, except it be for fornication. When she go off to marry somebody else, come marry, now that's two people now. You forced her to commit adultery. Because she's still supposed to be his. That's what made the one with David and Michael so special. Not special, but explains it. Because he didn't put her away. He just stopped dealing with her. But he still took care of her.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Dealing, you mean?
He kept taking all the duties of marriage. He kept doing those things, but he didn't give her no more children. Like he stopped having sex with her. You know what I mean? But he still took care of her, fed her, clothed her. You know, kept a roof over her head. and all those things. You know, so he didn't